So when it comes to wings, your most respectable option is going to be buffalo or lemon pepper. I will accept lemon pepper. Slightly less respectable but still acceptable would be barbecue or teriyaki. Anything else, I'm going to question you a little bit. And then here's the pro tip. If you order from a Chinese restaurant, you can get your side of fried rice. And if you ask me, Audrey, would you rather have a side of celery or a side of fried rice? Fried rice every time.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a short tutorial on winged eyeliner. Now I know that is the thing that a lot of people are very intimidated by, and a lot of people get overwhelmed when they're trying to do it because they're just like going along, putting their wings, and all of a sudden it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it's out to here, and it's also crooked. So today we're going to talk about some easy, simple ways that you can prevent that from happening. I know there are thousands of videos out there already on this topic, so I'm just going to give you my method. Everybody kind of has their own, and hopefully this will help you figure out what works for you. So to start with, my biggest advice for this is just take your time and be willing to practice. Most people are not going to get this right on their first try. For most people it takes a lot of practice. I've been drawing wings on my eyes for years, and still they're more like cousins pretty much every time I do them, more so than like sisters or twins. Like, you know, there are the good days and there are the bad days, and that's just natural when you're doing something as like free-handed as drawing like lines coming out of your eyes. And I would say the second most important thing is when you're practicing, start small. You don't want to like start your wing all the way out to here and then all of a sudden you realize that they're not even and you have to keep adding and taking away. It's better to start closer and to start small and then gradually work outward as you practice, and that will greatly increase your chances of feeling like you can leave the house in your work. Okay, I zoomed you guys in so that you can see what's going on better. Today I'm going to be using my NYX Epic Ink Liner pen. This is in the shade black. I do like this pen. I don't necessarily love it for drawing thick wings, but for drawing more delicate ones, I like this one a lot because it's very finely tipped. So the first step that I like to do is to line my lash line before I start on the wing, because I like to kind of have a guide and an idea of how thick this is going to end up being. Sometimes when I start with the wing part, it ends up a lot thicker than I would want. I just take my pen and like lightly run it across my lash line. I'm trying to get it like as on top of my lashes as I possibly can. I'm not evening out that top line or anything. I'm not trying to make it the most precise thing. I'm literally just trying to run it across the lash line. Now that I have my guideline down, this is where I'm going to start drawing my wing. To decide on the shape of your wing, you want to kind of look at your eye shape. My eyes droop down a lot, so if I go straight out with the line, it's going to emphasize the heaviness on the like droopy part of my eye. So I want my line to like lift me up some, so I'm going to go up at an angle. If you have more almond shaped eyes, then that might not work as well for you because you might like end up covering the line with your lid. So if you have almond shaped eyes, you probably do want to go more straight out. For me, I'm going to lift up, and I'm not going to start out here. I'm going to start closer in because we're practicing baby wings right now. So I'm going to draw my guideline there. That's going to be the bottom of my wing. And then I'm going to take it in. I could leave it like this. If I wanted a very baby wing, that works for me, but I do want a more dramatic wing than this. So now that I've got this down, I'm gonna go over it a little bit. So now looking at this, I'm not super happy with how far down it is. I do want it to be angled a little bit more, so I messed up. But don't be afraid. You're just gonna take a damp Q-tip. It doesn't need to be soaking wet, it needs to be damp. I wet this in the sink, and I'm going to just lightly brush off what I did. Fixing a wing you don't like really is as simple as a damp Q-tip. It doesn't have to be like this, oh my gosh thing. And there, now I have a wing that I'm much happier with. There's a little bit of black in the area, so when we're done I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. But now, I have to do the other side. So like we did on this side, we're gonna start by guiding along the lash line. And then with your guideline down, you're just gonna kind of look into the mirror at where this line is angled at and do your best to match that on this side. The thing is, your eyes are not perfectly symmetrical to begin with. Well, most people's aren't, so for some people more than others it might be difficult to match it exactly. Like my eyes are significantly different shapes on the curve, so you just kind of have to work with what you got and do your best. This is where things get dangerous. I'm looking at this, it's not even the way that I want it to be. Can I leave it here? Yes, I can. It really is even enough that I can get away with this. They're definitely cousins, they're definitely at least related, but this top is a little bit thicker than this, so I want to thicken that a little bit, and then also I want to fix up the bottom of that. So very carefully, I'm gonna do some work on this side. You have to be so careful with cleaning it up though. Okay, so that line right there I think evened out the top. Now I'm just gonna adjust the bottom over here. Now I'm happy with it. If you do mess up the bottom, I mean, again, the easiest thing in the world, just take a Q-tip and then go and clean right there. Now I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer underneath this wing. And since I don't have my beauty blender over here, I'm gonna blend that with a clean Q-tip. Now it's time for a coat of mascara. Okay, I already have mascara on from this morning because I went to work today, but I'm just gonna add an extra coat because it needs to be touched up at this point anyway. Your wing will look more even with mascara. That's the other thing. Even if you're not like perfectly happy when you're putting your wings on, once you have your mascara on, it will look better. Alright, and there you have it. In conclusion, number one, take your time. Don't rush this. Don't be in a hurry. Don't get freaked out and overwhelmed. Just sit back and start practicing. Number two, start small. You don't want to start with the most dramatic wing in the world. You want to start with a baby one and expand from there as you get more confident and as you get more practice under your belt. And number three, practice, practice, practice. Don't do this once, decide it's too hard, and then give up. You know, everybody basically starts in the same place with this unless you're just like an art major or something and are really amazing at drawing. Anyway, what I'm saying is take your time, start small, and practice, and over time you will get better and better and better at this. Or maybe you're already there and you're just watching this for fun. Who knows, I mean. Or maybe you're already there and you're just watching this to be like, your wings suck. Hopefully not though. Hopefully my wings don't suck. I don't know. Do my wings suck? Do they? Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was both helpful and entertaining and useful to your day. I hope this was uplifting to your spirit. So go forth, draw those wings, fly away. If you liked this, please, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel before you go. And yeah, have fun flying away with the wings on your eyes.